Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Shon-John, author of the book, Ready, Set, Wealth, Learning the Secrets of the Rich and Wealthy. This book is a personal finance help book, so it'll help you if you're in a situation where you haven't gotten complete control of your finance personally. Then what it will do is it will change the way you think and see money and the way you utilize your money from here on out. This book is a game changer for any of you who want to get away from the 9 to 5 and learn how to stop working for money and to start having money work for you. Now, that not only applies in personal finance or financial literacy, but it also applies in business. So in business, you guys want to have money work for you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about my favorite subject when it comes to business, which is sales. So the art of selling, the art of sales. So we're going to talk about that. I'll give you some tips that I use when it comes to business, how to get more sales, how to close more deals. And so I broke out my flip chart today, and so we're going to go through a couple of things. And also, just a quick side note for everybody who I am currently coaching. I got a great idea we're going to start doing coming up in the future, and you guys get an email and I'll let you know about it. And also, if you want to get coaching for your business, whether it's moving or any other industry, if you sell, I can coach you and help you to make more sales. So today we're going to talk about how to get more sales, right? So a lot of you guys out there, you're struggling to close the deals, you're in pain, you're not seeing the numbers that you know you can generate, that you're capable of generating if you are on your A game. So a lot of you, you're just not on your A game, right? So and so don't get mad. I've been there, because what I've come to understand is that people don't care about you when it comes to business. But don't get mad. They don't care about me either. And they don't want to talk about your thing. Don't get mad. They don't want to talk about my thing either. So they don't care who I am. They don't care who you are. So they're looking for something when it comes to business, right? So whenever we're on the phones, what we do is, and I don't want this to be too loud. I had somebody comment on one of my videos, so I'm going to turn this down just for you, right? So what we're going to talk about is how to get that person to buy from you, right? So we're going to talk about a couple things. I'll give you just a few clues off the top of my head that I use and that we train our salespeople on. Whenever we do get customers on the phone, we like to close them. We have, believe it or not, I want to say about a 75% close rate. So one thing I know about business, especially in the moving business, here's what I want you to know, right? So for those of you guys who are out there and you're in the moving business, here's what I want you to know. Your sales rate, your close rate on phone calls coming into you from a customer who needs what you provide, who are calling you because you have what they need and they cannot provide the service for themselves. Guys, this is as easy as it gets. You know why? Because believe it or not, they are already looking for the thing that you have, that you can provide for them, right? So they're already looking for the thing. And in your case, the thing is moving. So they're already looking for you. They've already Googled. They've already Yelped and all of these other. Let's just stop this so we can hit this thing, right? So they've already Googled you. They've already Yelped you. They've already Angie's listed you, thumbtacked you. They've searched for you, right? Facebooked you. And so now they found you, right? Because they aren't trying to get the stovetop directions for gumbo, because they're not making gumbo. They're moving, so they're looking for a mover, right? So we know they're not trying to make gumbo, right, or king cake, right? This stuff's making me hungry, and I'm starting to miss South Louisiana as I talk about this, right? So we know they aren't looking for that thing because they would have searched for that thing, right? But they've searched for a new thing, which is the thing that you do, which is moving, right? So here's what you want to do. I'm going to give you a great clue, right? A couple, 3 things, all right? And you guys, if this is helping you, and if this video helps you, then all I ask of you is to hit thumbs up, share the channel with another person you know who's either in the business or would like to get into the business or has another business that needs to do better in sales, right? Because this is universal and it applies across the board. So when it comes to sales, here's what you want to do, right? So here's what I've learned, and this is what I'm going to teach you, right? And I'm going to teach you this for free, right? So I'm going to give you some tips, some game changers, right? So I'm going to give you the sauce. This is the sauce that could change your business. Take your business from a $10,000 a month business where you guys should be minimum $10,000 a month all the way up to a $25,000 a month business. Now, it can go beyond that, but I'll be honest with you. Can I be honest with you real quick? Sean J loves honesty and transparency. Listen, in order for you to get those big numbers, you got to do one of two things, right? You would have to be moving people across country, or you'd have to have more crews, more truck, and have a bigger business, right? So that's what would take you to a beyond $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month business, right? You actually have to grow the business. But let's just assume that you're a small business and you've got about one truck, right? 2 trucks max, right? You can rent one truck. Here's what I know. If you have one truck, you're out of business, right? So, and the reason I say that is because if anything happens to that truck, you make no money. So if you have one truck, you have no trucks. One is none. Remember that. That's too much power for that one truck to have. That's too much leverage. If you have one crew, you have no crew. Remember that. One is none in this business, because you can just, and it's happened to me, so I know what I'm talking about. You can just get a flat tire and you won't be able to make that move and you won't make any money, right? So to keep this video short, let's roll, right? So here's what you want to do when it comes to business, right? The first thing you want to do is you want to sell, not your price, right? You don't want to sell your price, your specials, how great you are, your 5 stars. No. You want to sell, here's what you want to sell the customer. You want to sell them relief. You want to sell the customer relief. Why? Because your job is to point out the pain. Your job is to pull them away from pain. The dentist says, hey, you have a small cavity, but I can work on it today, or you can wait. But if you choose to wait, there's a chance you'll have to do a root canal, which is 10 times more painful than dealing with this cavity, right? And so what you want to do is you want to provide them with relief. Hey guys, look, if you go out and do this on your own, it's going to cost your body a lot, right? So I always lead with relief, right? So I don't want to sell them on how great we are. I want to sell them on how much relief we can provide them, right? So I want to start with the pain and then take them away from the pain. I want to say, hey, you have a massive headache, but here's the Tylenol, right? So I want to introduce them to their pain, and I'll learn that through the call flow. And if you guys don't know how to do it, then you need coaching. Reach out to me. We'll learn through call flow what the pain is, right? And then we'll magnify the pain, and then we'll sell them relief, right? So that's what we're going to provide these guys. We're going to provide them with relief. We're also going to do this. We're going to provide them with value over what? For those of you that I'm coaching, you already know this. We're going to provide them with, number one, we're going to provide them with relief from pain. Because if I come out and I say, hey, I'm the best service, we got 5 stars, where there are companies out there that's got better service, many more reviews, thousands upon thousands of reviews, right? And by the way, here's a tip. If you get about 250 5-star reviews, you no longer need to pay Google for advertising. They're going to place you anyway, right? And then you should have a reputation by that point anyway. So if you guys don't know how to get reviews after every job, again, you need coaching. Reach out to me, okay? And so we're going to introduce them to pain and then provide them with relief. This is how you get them to say yes. And then we're going to share with them the value over the price. So in the call script, you're going to talk about value 99% of the call script. You're just going to cover that value, right? So the call script's going to be capture information, provide value, right? That's the secret ingredients for sales gumbo, right? And then 1% of the time of the call script is going to be spent on price. The price is going to be real quick and we're closing, right? So provide them with so much value up front that they don't even think about the price. They're already ready to schedule with you, right? So how many know that value is worth more than the price, right? The value of it, right? So if I sell you on the value of what we provide, right? All right, so for instance, you can, because if you don't provide them with the value, they'll just go and spend their money somewhere else. So Mercedes made Maybach, right? And Mercedes made Maybach because they got tired of sending their best customers to Rolls-Royce because they didn't have anything to offer for $300,000. So the customers who wanted to spend that money with them because of the quality of product, they didn't have anything to offer. So by default, they were essentially telling their customers to go shop somewhere else. So I want you to provide so much value that you don't send your customers anywhere else, right? Because if you provide enough value, then the price won't even need to be discussed, right? So for instance, in our script, by the time we get to price, we've covered so much value that we mention price in passing. Rarely do, and the way the script is set up, rarely do we get any rebuttals or anything when it comes to price, because we provide so much value up front that we eliminate the non-premium customers, right? So we don't want non-premium customers because they waste time and you don't make any money and it's just frustration and a headache. So we try to get everything taken care of in the cost script, right? And so remember, take the pain and then provide them with relief from the pain, right? Let them know how hard it is to move, how tough it is, right? How much it hurts. Let them know about your past or your neighbor's past experience where moving was just the worst thing ever, right? So remember, get that pain and then you provide them with relief, right? Hey, listen, man, your headache is just gonna explode, right? But guess what? I think in my pocket, 2 aspirin, right? And then so you provide them with relief. And by that time, they're willing to give you anything because you've essentially showed them a burning house. And then you come up and say, hey, because think about it. If you knocked on a door, and metaphorically speaking, you knocked on a door and the house was not on fire and you tried to sell the customer a fire extinguisher, would they be willing to buy or no? Probably not, right? So what you guys want to do is you want to go set the house on fire. Don't do this. It's just an example. And now that the house is on fire and you show up at the door and you're willing to, and then you offer them the same fire extinguisher, not only do they want it, but they are willing to give you anything to get it, right? So that's why this is so important. And then you want to talk about the value over price. 99% value, 1% price. That's important because we want to make the price a non-issue. A lot of you guys are competing with prices, fighting over prices. Customers want to hassle you, haggle you, get you down 50 bucks, 70 bucks. Listen, if they're trying to get you down 50 bucks, 60 bucks, 30 bucks, they're not your customer, and that's okay. You're going to focus on premium customers. And so that's what I want you guys to focus on. So these are 2 quick tips that can help you when it comes to getting more sales, right? When it comes to getting more sales, getting that, you know, and I bring you to the last one, and this is my favorite because it's so important to me. And here's where you want the customer to be, because here's what I need you to know. I'll let you in on a little secret. Can I let you guys in on a little secret that Shon-John uses in his business? Right? Can I let you in on a little secret? Here it is, right? You guys ready? This free sauce, all right? It's going to change your life. You ready? The customer, believe it or not, the customer already wants what you sell. They already want what you offer because you're offering a solution to the pain. Remember, we talked about that, right? And so your job is not to sell them anymore, right? They've already found you. They're looking for you. All you have to do is be findable and they'll find you. So they're already looking for you. And they found you and they call A and B business, right? And they want your service, right? So the question is, are you going to talk them out of buying from you or into buying from you? Or out of buying from you? Or would you keep them on track to buy from you because they've already bought from you? So what we want to do is want to teach you guys to put, because sales is not about numbers. It's not about amount. It's about one thing you've never heard anybody say. It's your first time hearing this. Nobody talks about this. I'm the only one who talks about this. You know why I know this? Because I failed so many times when I first started business. I had jobs that I didn't even get paid for. I had no idea what I was doing. So I took all the falls. I got all the scratches, all the bruises to prove it. I got all the Band-Aids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share these things with you so you don't make the same mistakes I did, right? So the customers called you because they already want to buy from you. They already want to say yes. Your job is to put them in a yes environment. Have you ever heard that, right? So customers are already looking for you and they found you. Your job is to put them in what I call a yes environment, right? So sales isn't about numbers. Sales is about environment. It's about the environment. I said something there, screenshot that, tweet that. That's a game changer. That's a game changer if you get it. Sales is about not about numbers, it's about environment. We always think of sales in terms of numbers, have we reached a quota, have we got where we want to be, make 200, 300, 400. No, sales is about environment. If you provide the right environment for the customer to say yes, which they already want to say yes, right? Don't be the salesperson that talks the customers out of saying yes. They already want to say yes. The reason I know it is because they found you. And you provide only one thing. So they're looking for that one thing from you, and they want to get you to do the one thing for them, right? In exchange for money, right? So you can grow your business. Because business is about making a profit, not just making money. It's about making a profit, guys. So that's why this is so important. So you put them in a yes environment. Put them in a yes environment where they're comfortable saying yes, right? They already looking for you, right? So put them in a comfortable environment where they're willing to say yes. So we want them in a yes environment. Remember, sales is not about numbers, not about quantity, it's not about amount. At the end of the day, it's about environment. So you put them in a yes environment, it'll change the game for you. I promise, promise, promise. You'll see your numbers increase dramatically with your monthly, weekly, even yearly numbers, right? So your number's going to go up tremendously if you close 40% of your calls. I'll let you in on the secret. If you're starting off and you're closing 40% of your calls, you're doing fine, right? So don't panic, you're doing fine. My goal is to get you up to, because we don't want you at 40%. We want you guys closing a minimum of 75%. We want you at a minimum of 75% close rate, right? So this is what we want your close rate to be. So if you're not at 75%, don't worry, no panic. Shon-John can teach you how to do these 3 things and more that'll change your business and put you at the 75% that your company deserves and worked hard for, right? So if you want to be in business, you cannot be 30%, cannot be 40, you cannot be 50. That's fine to start off, but you can never grow a business that way. So we got to get you up to 75%. So I have a system that gets you up to 75% close rate. That's right, I absolutely do, because we do it. And how do we do it? Because of our script. Our script is a game changer, right? And so our script includes this and so much more. So that's a game, guys. If you can only hear how we open calls, it's a game changer, right? So hit thumbs up, hit subscribe. I've given you guys some great tips for today. It should increase your revenue, should help you make more money. And just keep using that and practice that and make these things principle. And again, if you guys need coaching, reach out to me. And I'll do my best to get you scheduled. If not, we'll schedule for some other time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Also, go over to my Instagram channel, which is Moving Biz CEO. And also, big surprise. I didn't want to say anything, but working on it now, which is the Moving Biz Academy, right? So we're working on our own MBA. Yes. And we're going to have some go-getters, some smashers, some game changers in there, right? So if you guys are on that level or want to be on that level, get ready for that. I'll drop the information ASAP as soon as we get it set, and that's going to be our next step, all right? So I got to go. Make sure to screenshot this, get this, guys. Watch this video 2, 3, 7 times, and I'll see you guys on the next video, and I know you're going to be out there killing it. Go out there and make lots of money.